Hello, welcome to my channel. So I created this Gachapon channel point redemption for my stream. I made two versions of this, which basically has a silly item that people win, and the other one, which is a little bit more of an expensive reward. People can win VIP for a week or a special Discord role. You can literally do whatever you want if you have a stream aesthetic or theme or something. You can base it around that, or you can use a gachapon machine like this one, and I'll show you how I did that. I will show you a very simple version, and then I'll show you how I made it look like how you see it on screen now, and I will put a timestamp in the description for either or, whichever you prefer. But let's get into it. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and create a new channel point reward. So I went ahead and just called mine random item. Go ahead and give it a name, a description, cost, cooldowns. Next, we're going over to Mix It Up Bot. We're going to go down to the Twitch channel points tab and then select add command to existing reward. From the drop down, you're going to select the new channel point that you just created. From the action drop down, we're going to select the random action. Go ahead and add that with a 1 amount. And then from this action drop down, we're going to go down to file, read and write. Then from this action drop down, we're going to go ahead and select read random line from file. Next, we're going to open a notepad and add all of the items that we want to be in the selection. Make sure you just have one item per line and then save it somewhere and then add it as the file path. Next, we have the special identifier. So I just chose something that was like relating to the command. It's like a little code word, and we are going to use this in the next step. So make sure you put something in here. Now for the last step, we're going to add in a chat message so everybody can see what random item that the viewer had won. So go ahead and add in the username special identifier. This is basically just going to show us who initiated the command. And then our special identifier that we just created, instead of random item, it'll be whatever you used for your little code word. But this is just a basic message. You can copy this or use whatever you like. And that is it. Very basic version of our gacha redemption. Go ahead and save it, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we test it. As you can see, here it is popping up in chat. I won item 7, so slay. I will test it a few more times so you can see that it's indeed random. Obviously, it's very basic. If it's what you need, then that's it. You're done. There is your random item generator, I suppose you could call it. But if you would like to see how I made mine with the pictures and the sounds and all of that other stuff, then I will show you that right now. So first things first, you want to make sure that you have the Mix It Up overlay added to your OBS. To do this, go to the Services tab and then select Overlay. You go ahead and copy the URL and add it as a browser source, just like any other one. And you will want to make sure that you have Mix It Up open before your broadcasting software. If any case you don't do it in that order, you can just refresh the browser source and it'll be okay. So this is what my command looks like. I know it looks like a lot, and it is, but I will run you through everything, and then I'll also show you how to make it on our new redemption that we just made, the random item one. I will build off of that and show you how I did everything, and then you can follow along as well and add it to yours if you like. So the first action we have is the random action. We already made this in the first step. I'm just showing you anyway, but my special identifier is different on this one. It's exactly the same. I don't have anything different on that. The next thing I have is a image overlay. This is just of the Gachapon machine. So figuring out where you like things on the screen is obviously going to be completely up to you. This is what I used for mine. It shows up in like kind of the bottom right corner-ish. Obviously you have to tweak it to wherever you like your things. Next, I have a sound. I found the sound on my instance. It's just a little like coin inserting. I also wanted it to sound like I was inserting 2 coins, so I added the sound twice with a 1 second wait timer in between. Then I have a chat message. This is like the initial message of like when somebody redeems the reward. So it just says like, you know, let's see what they get. 3 second wait timer in between for suspense. And then finally we have the chat message that shows what they won. I went ahead and added another sound, which is a ta-da sound, like ta-da. The next action I added was another random action with a picture overlay in as the actions inside of it. It's so extra, like you really don't need this, but basically I wanted different colored capsules and different like orientations that they were facing. So with each redemption, everybody gets a different colored capsule, if that makes sense. And then lastly, we have a text overlay, which is just the special identifier that we have. And then it's just going to show what the person won on the screen. So that is it. I'm going to show you exactly how to build this right now. So here we have the random item redemption that we just created at the start, where it has the random action and the chat message action, and that is it. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and add a overlay. This is the image and video one. Go ahead and add that and change it to image type. Then go ahead and find your image, whatever you want. We'll go ahead and use the red gacha machine. Now we have the annoying task of changing the sizing and the screen position. You can go ahead and set a duration for the image and the animations, of course, as well. If you want to know what any of these animations look like, you can just press the little play button next to the overlay action that we're currently working on. And then you'll see it pop up on your OBS and you can go through them all and see which ones you like. So now for the screen position, they have simple, percentage, and pixels options. So obviously for the simple one, if you just want it in the top right corner, you would select the top right arrow and so on. I like to use the percentage option because it's a little bit more precise of where you can place it, and it can also prevent images or text being cut off. So unfortunately, there's no real easy way to do this. You just have to do trial and error of testing it over and over again to see like where it's popping up and to get it into a place that you like. Next, we're going in and adding a sound. This is pretty straightforward, but please make sure that you change the volume before you test it because I literally blew my ears out when I first made this. So just a heads up. I went ahead and added a wait timer of 1 second and then duplicated the sound because I wanted it to sound like there was 2 coins being inserted than just 1. So that's kind of what it would sound like. I'm adding in another chat message. This one is going to be like the initial message that pops up in chat when it's redeemed. So it just says like username spent 2000 channel points on the random item machine. Let's see what they get. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in a 3-second timer for suspense. And then we're going to move the first chat message that we made all the way to the bottom. So then that's going to then reveal what they won from the machine. I'm adding in another sound. This one is just like a little ta-da sound like this. We're adding in another random action. This is completely optional. You do not need to do this. It's just if you want to be extra like me. Go ahead and select overlay and make sure you just have a 1 amount, and then change the overlay type to image. I'm going to go ahead and select 2 different colored gacha capsules for the sake of this. I obviously added in a lot more to my real one, but yeah, go ahead and change all the settings again. I know it's really tedious and annoying, but I promise it's worth it because it looks so cool. Now all we're going to do is duplicate the overlay. It's going to keep all of the same settings. You just need to change the picture to whatever different color you want, or a different picture. You can duplicate this as many times as you like and have a lot of variety. So now we have a pink and a green colored capsule, and it will choose it at random whenever it is redeemed. We are on the very last step. We're adding in a text overlay for the very last thing. We are just going to insert the special identifier. This is just going to show the item that the person won on the screen. You can obviously put whatever you want in there, and here is our final test. I worked really hard on trying to figure out how to make this, and I'm so happy to share it with people. I really hope that you enjoy it, and if you add this to your channel, please let me know. I would love to possibly interact with it. I myself stream on Twitch 3 days a week. I will put my channel in the description if anybody is interested. But yeah, if you liked the video, please like it and consider subscribing to me here on YouTube. I will try to post some other tutorials of things that I've made. But yeah, good luck, have fun, and thank you for watching.